Nah. Never. This is going to be a crazy one, you guys. All right. I'm just waiting for me to pop up on the screen. They always take the longest for me to pop up on the screen. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting to pop up on the screen. Damn, that was a nice cut. Rookie did good. I'm with it. All right, everybody, what is up? How is everybody doing, man? It is Friday. We made it through another week. It is the first Friday of 2025. Man, a lot happened. It has been a busy week already. It's been a busy year already. Some of the stuff that's gone down has been absolutely mind-boggling. And of course, we've just kept rolling with crazy, crazy news. Now, I personally was expecting them to push out the sentencing for Trump on these 34 felony convictions. Yeah, Trump is a convicted felon. Much like me, a convicted felon. He has 34 felony convictions, and I wasn't expecting them to sentence him before. I honestly didn't think that they were going to sentence him on this at all. I figured that they would probably reverse this or at least postpone it until after the 4 years, but that's not what they're doing. They're actually going to run this in 7 days, which I believe is actually going to work out to his personal advantage. And we're going to get into everything that's going on in that. Is Trump going to go to prison? Is Trump not going to go to prison? I will explain everything that we know about this situation in just a minute. I want to take 1 second to thank every single person who's here hanging out with us tonight. Now, honestly, normally we don't allow a whole lot of like political talk in non-political lives and stuff like that, because people will just spam like irreverent shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like people in politics brings out ugliness in people and all of that. Trump cannot pardon himself, Sandra. These are state charges. Presidents can only pardon federal charges. So there's no way that he can do that at all whatsoever. But you know, when we start talking politics, it turns ugly. And I love these lives because it's about our community. This isn't a YouTube channel for me. This is our community. And I like it when things stay nice and kind and supportive and loving in here, because that's really what inspires me about doing this, is us being able to love and support each other. So I want to talk about the actual crime side of this more than I want to talk about any political side about this. But I also don't want to censor you guys if I'm talking about something that is political. I am a wild, savage believer in the First Amendment. When it comes to our freedom of speech, I am 100% and will die 100% an advocate for that and basically everything in our Constitution. So we're not going to be like deleting comments or, you know, telling people not to do political comments, as long as you're not spamming or being hateful. If you're spamming or being hateful, now let me explain, because some people might not know what spamming is. If you're saying the same dumb shit over and over and over again, don't do that. If you're saying something wildly intelligent over and over and over again, that's spamming. We don't like it. It clogs up the chat. There's lots of people trying to talk in here. Another thing is, anything hateful, bro, we're just not going to do it. If you're being mean to other people, if you're using slurs, if you're, just generally being like a bad person on the inside where it counts, we're going to handle that. And I want you to know, we have the best mods on YouTube over here. They are quick on the draw. They will handle things swiftly and accordingly. And they are amazing people. And we love the mods. The mods keep this a chill place for us to be able to hang out. So that's kind of the ground rules for tonight. It's a little bit different than normally because I try to veer away from politics, especially in live. So Crossrider said, "It's my birthday today, Jay. This is perfect end to a good birthday." Crossrider, happy birthday, yo! Hell yeah! That's what's up, man. It's been a great day over here too. I got a fresh cut. My beard is looking crisp. I'm happy as hell. I found out down 60 pounds since my doctor told me that I needed to lose weight. I got my diet dialed in. I built myself a home gym and I went to work and I'm feeling healthy and happy, and it's a great start to a new year. A lot of people like to do New Year's resolutions. I believe in New Year's resolutions. If you want to do a New Year's resolution, I 100% believe that you will get it. Myself, I know that if I have a goal and I don't start on it right when I decide that that's my goal, that I don't want it enough, and I'm probably not going to keep through the follow through when shit gets really difficult. So I just go. I just go, bro. That's the only mode that I have is go. And I have to do the hard shit in the day first. You know, when I'm done with my cup of coffee, it's time to get to the hardest shit of the day. Because if I put stuff off, the person I am, I'm probably not going to get it done. So, you know, that's kind of how I roll through life. You know, but I want you guys to know, I know that there's probably people in the chat whose New Year's resolution is to get fit, you know, whether that means losing weight or toning up or gaining strength or bodybuilding or whatever it might be. I want you to know, I know the gym can be a little daunting at first, especially during the January, February months, because there's a lot of new people there and everything. It can be a little bit packed. The gym is a cool place, man, and there's a lot of cool people there. And if you don't know something, find a big dude, because big dudes like me, we have a lot of knowledge with that shit, and we love to help new people because we started there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had their first day in the gym. So don't be discouraged. Don't be intimidated. Don't be overwhelmed. If you're trying to get some fitness into your life, man, go for it and grab it with both hands, dog. That's my honest advice on that. Now we're going to get into our subject today because Donald Trump, like we said, facing, well, he's not even facing him anymore. He's already convicted. Donald Trump, like me, is a convicted felon. Donald Trump is convicted of 34 felony charges. I, myself, have 58, so it's a bit rookie numbers for him, you know what I'm saying? But honestly, I've not seen a lot of people historically being charged with the charges that they went after him for, and it's a little weird. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little weird, but you know, what we're going to talk about is he's going to get sentenced in 7 days. Now, I was really anticipating that they were either going to, you know, postpone this till after his presidency, or that they were going to do some sort of wiggle where he was going to get his way out of it. It doesn't seem that he's going to do that, but they've set it out for the 10th, and he's supposed to be confirmed on what, the 20th? January 20th? So this is very much going to precede him taking the White House back. So they've set the date, but I'm going to let you know right up front, the judge has already said that prison term is out. He's not going to be doing prison. So Donald Trump very much could have gone to prison for a very long time. 34 felonies is nothing to shake a stick at, even if they're mild felonies. If you have Class C felonies, which is the lowest level of felony, at least in some states it goes by first, second, third. Some states they use the alphabet, bro. It's very flamboyant. You know, but even if you have the lowest level of felony, 34 of them bitches can put you in prison for a long time. But the judge is saying he's not going to do that. He's not holding us in suspense. He's not trying to create division to the point where people are like, yo, we're going to start, you know, civil this or civil that. I don't even want to say the damn words on here. FBI, I'm being chill. Calm down. Keep me on your watch list. That's fine, but I'm not trying to incite nothing, but neither is the judge. The judge is letting people know right now, I'm not putting him in prison. Now, that doesn't mean that he couldn't do some sort of short amount of jail time, house arrest, probation. So he's not even a felon until he's sentenced. Yeah, you're wrong. 1000% die suddenly. Like, it's wild to make stupid statements in the comments when you don't know what you're talking about. He was convicted. They don't call it a sentenced felon, homie. They call it convicted felon. Homie is a felon, a full-on convicted felon, 34 times over legally. That's just what it is, dog. Like, I don't care if you like the dude, if you don't like the dude. Nobody says sentenced felon. You become a felon the day that you're convicted. The minute that that judge says you are now convicted, you're convicted, bud. That's what it is. Vicky Hartzell said, hey, JD and Jax, can you please tell me I'm really depressed? Can you please me?
Probably please help me.
Please, I don't see the help, but
No, but I'm guessing because sometimes when you type in the supers,
it's super hard with the supers. Sorry, Vicky, I'm trying to make sense of this. I'm really depressed and scared. My daughter wants to move back to Florida with her dad. Can you help me? My husband and I love you guys so much. So Vicky, I have experience with this exact type of situation. And Jax is raising her hand fervently. So I'm going to let Jax say what Jax wants to say because she's smarter and prettier than I am.
The first thing I want to say is my heart goes out to you. I understand depression, and I'm so sorry that you're going through that. I want you to just pause for a moment and take a step back. I know it's hard to look at this objectively, but truly think of what is best for your daughter. Not what hurts less for you, but what is best for your daughter. And then whatever that answer is, you fight for that to happen for her. If it means you have to let go a little bit for her best interest, then honey, you're going to have to do that because that's what loving a child is. If it is not that, then you fight.
It's either let go or fight. But either way, listen, I've gone through situations with kids where it became a war. And, things were kind of weaponized a little bit, between me and one of my kids' moms. And the kids always figure out in the end who was right and who was wrong. The kids always figure it out in the end. That's just the reality of it. Kids grow to be smart and insightful, and they know the situation. So we love you, and we'll be praying for you, your daughter, and your family. Trev said house arrest in the White House would be crazy. Trev, that is big facts, dog. That's actually, I find it likely that, it's either going to be 100%, it's either going to be probation or it's going to be house arrest. I don't think there's any way they're even going to give him a day. I don't think they would even give him a day in jail. I think that would be crazy. I think that would be a big mistake. I think that they would be terrified to do that to him at this point, now that he's going back to the White House. And they could do house arrest at the White House because even with house arrest, what a lot of people don't understand about house arrest is that you're not just stuck in your house. You can still leave for work and shit like that. And also, he wouldn't necessarily have to be at the White House. He could be house arrest at Mar-a-Lago and he could serve his duties from there. Literally, you can be incarcerated and still take the presidency and serve as president from a jail or a prison. So there's ways to work everything out. So I don't know exactly how that would work or what that would look like because it would be absolutely unprecedented shit. It would be unprecedented shit. Everything about this case, everything about what they've done to Donald Trump is unprecedented. We've never seen it before. You know what I'm saying? Were there laws that were broken? Maybe technically. Yeah, they were able to get the conviction. Technically, he might have done some things that crossed the line into actually breaking a law that is rarely enforced and all of that. You know what I'm saying? I 100% believe that could be the case. I don't know that much. I haven't looked at the evidence or anything like that. But what I will tell you is that when you have something that's super unprecedented, it's something that they've never done before, and it's somebody that is a high value target like any major politician, it gives me reasons to be suspicious. Regardless of side, homie. Regardless of side. So, I'm not sure exactly what they're going to do. He has said prison is off the table. He didn't even say, hold on. I believe he said that incarceration is off the table. So that means not even county jail. But that doesn't mean that they wouldn't put him on probation, that they wouldn't put him on house arrest. He could spend, I don't know exactly how long. I know that in the state of Florida, the longest they can give you on house arrest is 2 years. That's what they gave me. They would have given me more house arrest if they could have, but their maximum sentence for house arrest in the state of Florida is 2 years. So that's what they gave me. I'm assuming that all states have some sort of probably maximum amount of house arrest. Would it be wild if during his entire presidency, they did that to him? And how much would that hurt our country? Not fuck Trump, bro. What it would do to him, because clearly they don't care about him. You know what I'm saying? Clearly they don't give a fuck. They're trying to hurt him. But how much would it hurt us if they were to put him on house arrest like that? How much would it set our country back with his ability to be able to get things done? I think it could really throw some wrenches in the spokes, dude. So, you know, hopefully the judge is not a douchebag. Charlene Elizabeth Denny from judge, a sentence of an unconditional discharge appears to be the most viable solution to ensure finality and allow the defendant to pursue appeal. Unconditional discharge. What is unconditional discharge? Hey Siri, what is a sentence of unconditional discharge? I've never heard of that. They've never given that to me. A final judgment of conviction. So that would just mean that, yes, you're a convicted felon, but there's no sentence? That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. I've never heard of somebody getting 34 felonies and not do any time, not get any probation. I've never heard of nobody getting one felony and getting absolutely nothing. That's why I didn't know what it was, because an unconditional discharge, that's unprecedented. So dude would be able to move unfettered, no probation, no house arrest, no incarceration, but he would be a convicted felon for the rest of his life with 34 felonies. That's nuts, bro. Vicky Hartzell. Hey, JD and Jax, I want to thank you. You guys are so right. My husband has said the same thing. Also, thank you. I will keep you guys updated. Big air hugs to you and Jax. Vicky, your husband sounds wise, and it sounds like he genuinely cares about you and has great insights. But sometimes you just need to hear it from, you know, multiple sources. And I understand, because I do the same thing. You know, and Jax and I have both been in situations like that. And, you know, so it's good to get multiple perspectives. And, you know, if nothing else, it reaffirms to you that your husband's very on point. So, Jaxie?
And Vicky, sweetheart, my heart truly goes out to you. I've been there and I get it. And I understand from my own lived experience how difficult this is. The right thing is the way with the most love in it. And you do what's right for your child, regardless of how it affects you. So just take a step back, take a deep breath. You're going to do the right thing, and you're going to get through this. And we love you.
100% facts. Schmid said, JD, watch the Sean Ryan show. So, look, I almost did a live on Sean Ryan's drop today and that whole situation instead of this tonight. But there's just so much there, and I wanted to really absorb the information, and a lot of it is in military lingo, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't fully understand everything that was said in that. And I don't ever want to be the dude who comes out and acts like he knows everything, brother. There's a lot of shit I don't know and I don't understand. So I wanted to be able to hit up some of my friends that are veterans, you know what I'm saying? Maybe hit up Austin Mandatory Fun Day, maybe hit up Fat Electrician, maybe hit up 17-time Purple Heart Award winning Brandon Herrera and ask them a few questions before coming on and talking about it. Because I just think that would be the smarter thing to do. But like that shit that they dropped on the Sean Ryan show today was literally actually insane, bro. It was actually insane what they dropped on there. It's crazy. So for those of you who don't know, the bombing in Las Vegas with the Cybertruck at the Trump Tower, that was a active military dude who left a manifesto that was emailed, and the emailed manifesto is, I mean, war crimes and identifying the drones that have been seen everywhere, and just hugely exposing, hugely whistleblowing. It's nuts, dude. So we are going to be covering that, but I just was like, I didn't even get to get all the way through it. I didn't want to come on until then. No, hold on. Don't even delete that. We're going to make fun of this person. So we have a Wes Watson Glazer. Just, oh, Wes. Oh, I taste the trend off you, Wes. In the chat. Yeah, so, like, you used to respect me until I disagreed with Wes Watson beating the shit out of a disabled dude. Okay, I don't want your respect. Take your respect like this, wad it into a little ball, and pound it in your ass, bud. All the way up in there. Get it nice and deep. Get yourself some paper cuts in your butthole and have a great life. Peace and booty grease. We're out. I just saw something incredible. Holy shit. Upthra. JD, you are truly an amazing person. Your amazing prison videos where you play various prison roles has always and will always motivate me to get up and handle business. One love from Ontario, Canada. Dude, thank you so much. That is huge. I absolutely love you. I appreciate you. Dude, thank you so much. That support means a lot. Huge love for me and Jax. Big love to our Canadians. I'm actually working on a collab with one of the creators from Canada that I'm friends with. Her name is Roma Army. She is a men's advocate. I think that it'll be important because I often advocate for, women and children, and we talk a lot about the bad that men do, and I would like to sit down with her and discuss, because there are a lot of good men, but, we don't hear a whole lot about that. So I think it would be a great contrast to hear from her on here. And she's also a creator that I've followed for quite some time. So I think that it would be really, really cool, man. Zachary Robinson, can you please do the Rogan podcast? Love listening to you on the Unsubscribed. Zach, I'm going to tell you this right now. The minute that Rogan calls me and says anything about doing his podcast is the minute that I drop everything in my hands, I put on my tightest pants, and I get on a plane, bro. I would love to do Rogan. Unfortunately, I don't know Rogan. My homeboy Jelly Roll knows Rogan, and they talk on a regular basis, but I don't want to be like, Jelly, can you call Rogan and ask him if I could come on his podcast? I don't know everybody, but the second that I get the fucking chance, bro, I guarantee you, he could say wear 6-inch heels, bro. I'm going in there and fuck me stilettos, bro. I don't care. I'll do it. I'll wear a goddamn dress if he wants me to. I love that dude. He's funny as fuck. I think that he talks about some incredible things. He has some incredible guests, and I would really, really love to do that. Big Mitch, bro. I love you, dog. It's good to see you in here, man. I love you, homeboy. If you guys aren't following Big Mitch Fit, you guys really should. He's incredible. He has great insights on the Florida prison system, great insights on fitness, and he's just an amazing dude, bro. We are praying for your dog, bro. Just so you know, your dog is in our prayers. Vicky Hartzell. Hey, JD and Jax, can I add you to my Facebook or my contacts list in my phone? Big air hugs. Vicky.
You know what, honey? You find me on Facebook.
That's what I was going to say.
I'll accept you.
That's what I was going to say. Find us on Facebook, sweetie. We're easy. Mine has like 180,000 followers. Jax just does the friends thing. Desert Rose, what's up? Hi, JD and Jax. I'm running to Walmart, so can't stay. I've been doing my research on how to write a victim impact statement. I'm showing up for my kid.
I'm so proud of you, honey.
Proud of you. Hell yes. That is incredible, sis. Get it. Zachary Robinson. If you land Rogan, can you do it shirtless? Bro, I don't do podcasts shirtless. And I know that Ian Bick got me to do that one shirtless, but he human trafficked me, bro. That was against my will, and I should have pressed charges. That Ian scares me. He intimidated me into doing a shirtless podcast. I didn't want to do it. It was cold there, bro. It was cold in New York. If Joe asked me to do it shirtless, I would do it shirtless. I'd be like, Joe, let's go, bro. Like, yeah, no. He could tell me he'd ask me to do it butt naked. It could be an episode of Naked and Afraid, the Joe Rogan podcast, and he could just throw spears at me while I'm booty ass naked. I would do it, bro. I would do it. I fuck with Joe. Pleasant Hill Woodworks in Homestead. A friend of mine got killed in a triple homicide, the first. It's getting wild around here. They are still looking for the guy. Holy shit. I am so sorry to hear that, brother. Huge love and respect to you. I'm sorry that you're going through that. Yeah, the world is a scary place right now. It really is. Dung is fun. Dung is fun? I love your name, dog. I love your name. Hold on. I spun around so many times I lost the comment. is crazy that a terrorist can run through people in Louisiana and have a news agency go through his apartment with no police tape on the door. Weird. I was gonna be working on a video about just that, bro. It was like an episode of fucking MTV Cribs, bro. You've got some journalist with a microphone in yoga pants with a jacket with a furry collar walking around his house going, and over here is where he made the explosives. And look, here's where the federal agents left the search warrant. What? I've never seen that. I've never seen that. And another thing I wanted to talk about is those are legitimate acts of terrorism, dog. Those are legitimate acts of fucking terrorism. But we throw words around recklessly and it takes away from the meaning of the words, which is, it pisses me off. You know what I'm saying? Like, we call people that aren't racist. We call people fascists that aren't actual fascists. I think a lot of people don't even know what the definition of the word fascism means, and they run their necks about it and call people that they, just because they disagree with them, because they don't like them. And now New York is calling this man right here, a terrorist. No, the acts that we saw in NOLA was an act of terrorism. That was an act of terrorism. Flat out, full stop. That was terrorism. This was not terrorism. That is not a terrorist. That was a dude who did one murder to make a statement, and he's willing to spend the rest of his life in prison for it, and he very well might, but it was not an act of terrorism. Roman Wolf Gaming said, what are the top 5 reasons to get beat up in prison? So I'm going to just name off the 3 right off the top that were told to me. Gangs, gambling, and drugs, bro. Gangs, gambling, gays, and drugs was the top 4 things they told me. Don't get involved in gangs, don't gamble, don't get involved in drugs, and don't get caught up in no gay shit. Because, and that's just what they told me. When I was going in, all the convicts that had done lots of time were like, don't do none of that shit. Now, I will admit, I joined a gang. And I don't regret that. I have homeboys out here who are fucking crushing it in the community, doing great things, doing beautiful things. I have other homeboys that might not be doing as well, but we're trying to build them up, get them sober, get them into a better place, inspire them, and help them become leaders in their community. Like my fucking homeboy Rock out there running a treatment center. Like my fucking homeboy Ryan out there running a tattoo parlor, running sober livings, you know, going back into prisons and youth authority, you know, youth prisons, and talking to people. Like the big homie Bush out there raising his family, doing every single thing right. Like my homie Shades out there building his fucking empire, dog. You know, we've got homies like Sean out there in Arizona. I've got a lot of homies doing really good, but you know, I never got involved in gambling. I don't gamble. I don't do gay shit. Not because I think that there's something morally wrong with it or that it's icky, just because I like jacks. I'm a jacksy sexual. That's just what I am. And drugs, I did drugs like a few times in prison. To be honest with you, you know, I did meth one time, was up for 3 days. And I literally had to cut eye holes in my sheets so I could watch my 7-inch TV. I was just eyes peeking out of it because I was pretending to be asleep when the COs would walk by at 4 a.m. so they wouldn't know that I was up for 3 days straight. And people started calling me Batman. It wasn't a good look. I did heroin one time in there. It was the only time I ever did heroin. I was getting my hand tattooed. It was my birthday. The shot caller from another gang was like, hey man, you want this? And I was like, fuck it, we're in prison. And I saw how people could lose their whole life to that, and I just never did it again. Only one drug has ever caught me. And I smoked weed 3 times. And I get the fear every time I smoke weed now. It takes me right back to prison, and I feel like I'm not ready if people come in my cell to stab somebody to death, and I feel exposed, and now it gives me PTSD, so I fucked that up for myself too. Stephen Hickey, I was sexually abused at Marymount Daycare in Canada. People like you and the Alaskan Avenger are my heroes. Homie, you know what? I am a survivor right there with you. And the Alaskan Avenger is a survivor right there with you. The reason that we are the men that we are today is because we survived the same thing. And I have a saying that's really been empowering to me throughout my recovery, I am a survivor. I am not a victim. I am a survivor. I'm not a victim. There is empowerment in surviving something. But being a victim is just bad shit happens to you, and it feels icky to me. We just today dropped shirts at convictclothing.net that say survivors not victims on them. And I'm really proud of that shirt because I feel like I earned that shirt. That was a shirt that the concept really meant a lot to me because for a long time I was a victim. A long time I considered myself to be a victim. You never have to be a victim if you choose whether or not you see yourself that way. And I didn't want to be that person anymore because a victim, shit just happens to them. If you're a survivor, you are the one who's in charge of where your life goes, and you can get through anything. And I love you, and I appreciate you. Zachary Robinson, wish you were in Trump's cabinet. I know you would kill it in there the way you do on here on this platform. So what would I do, though? What would I do? Really, what would I do? I would like it if he put me in charge of like the BOP, the Bureau of Prisons. I'd like to be the press secretary, dog. Ooh, let me do that. Let me do that, bro. Like, I would love to be the press secretary. I would go in there just spitting hot fire, dog. That shit would be lit. I would love that shit, dog. There would be no quarter. I would be savage and ruthless, and I know that this particular administration would let me say wild shit, and I would do it. I would do it, I promise. Yo, Tom said, hey, JD and Jax, happy Christmas and New Year. I need advice. I have autism and ADHD and have been off drink and weed for 2 years. Hell yeah. I've relapsed as I can't handle how people treat me. How do I get out of this rut as I am just isolating myself? So, Tom, look, I know that people might treat you differently. That's not a permission statement for you to go back to behaviors that you find don't suit your needs over time, like drinking and smoking. You got to take accountability for the fact that you hit a speed bump in your recovery. There's no shame in that. There's absolutely no shame in that. It's just a way for you to look back and go, okay, what was I doing that worked that I stopped doing? What do I need to do more of? And then move forward in a positive way, Tom. We love you and we're proud of you. I have all of the ADHDs. We have multiple kids that have autism, and I completely understand that people do not treat you in a way that is with understanding, compassion, and knowledge and love, man. And I'm sorry about that, but it's up to you to keep you on track. You can't control other people. All you can control is the badass motherfucker that you are, and I'm proud of you, doggy. Vicky Hartzell, hey JD and Jax, I just added her. Thank you so much. You guys are the best. Big air hugs. Big air hugs to you too, sis. Big love and respect. Okay, so we're going to get some of these normal comments in here, and maybe I missed a blue one. The blue ones don't show up at the bottom of my screen. Kristen, you talking about Sean Gatz and AZ? He's dope. No, I actually wasn't talking about Sean Gatz, but why does that name sound so familiar? Why does that name sound so familiar? Holy shit, Kristen. I feel like I know a Sean Gatz. Maybe I am. Maybe I was talking about a different Sean, but maybe I know that dude too, because that sounds really familiar. Not Matt Gates. No. We were talking about Sean Gatz. ADD dudes rule. Hell yeah, Metalic. Yeah. I'm very, very ADHD, if y'all can't tell. This is my medication. It's the only one I allow myself to take because, yeah, me and stimulants, I end up in the back of cop cars. Dung is fun. Did you see the guy with the pipe bombs for January 6th? The footage was so grainy, it reminds me of Kyle Rittenhouse. 4chan got 4K. FBI got grainy 140. Bro, isn't it wild how that works out? And why are we getting it so late? Ooh, why are we getting it this late, bro? Ooh, brother, get on top of your shit, brother. Crazy. Red Bull's better. I disagree. We can all have our own thing. Monster, the sugar-free Monster is for me. You know what I'm saying? The sugar-free Monster is for me.
Red Bull. Ooh.
I just can't do it. It's just different.
Red Bull for me, because I just hit 4 years no alcohol, and the thought of Red Bull makes me immediately think of drinking.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, I mixed a lot of drinks with Red Bull. Such an epic open mouth thumbnail. Aaron Scott, thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. Hey JD, if you were to get put in charge of the prison bureau, what would the first changes to charge of any crime? Oh, so look, the person who runs the BOP doesn't get to make changes to actual crimes. They just get they're in charge of how the prisons are actually run. So I think there's a little disconnect there. What I would do is I would make I would do away 100% with protective custody. Fuck you. Deal with the consequences of your action. If you a punk ass bitch and you out there doing punk ass bitch shit, you're gonna get dealt with, bro. You're not gonna be able to hide, bro. We're not gonna hide you if you came in here on some child pornography charges, if you came in here with some bad shit, if you told on a bunch of people, if you ran up a bunch of debts, if you're a snitch ass bitch, like protective custody would be gone. It would work itself out, homie. I promise. It would work itself the fuck out. You don't need to be protecting people from the consequences of their own actions. I'm sorry, we wouldn't be doing it anymore. But the conditions would get more humane. Because if you treat people like animals, you will get animalistic motherfucking behavior. If you treat people like animals in cages, they're going to act like animals and bad shit is going to happen. But, there would be a lot of different policies that I would instate, but a lot more people would be getting things like home confinement and work release and stuff like that didn't have violent charges. Nobody would be sitting in prison, not doing a program like home confinement or work release for marijuana ever again. If it was under my jurisdiction, because that shit is fucking stupid, bro. No one should be in there for a fucking plant. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there are people still serving life sentences in this country over fucking weed, and that's stupid. And I wouldn't have the power to pardon them, but I could put them in a better situation and circumstance for themselves if I was there. River Ends 2.0, DV survivor here. He got people stalking me and my 16-year-old daughter. I am so sorry. And unfortunately, we have a system that's so fucked up with DV that you could go and get a restraining order, but a restraining order is just a piece of paper, sis. I recommend that you get something that's a little bit thicker and packs a little bit more punch than a piece of paper. If you've got Second Amendment rights, maybe go down, get one of them, go to the range, practice, and be ready, because that is a volatile situation, and I'm sorry that you're dealing with somebody who's a punk-ass bitch like that.
But also get the restraining order, because having a paper trail is very important. Whether it actually does anything for you is not my point. You just want to establish that paper trail.
It's not going to protect you, but it can raise and escalate the situation for his consequences if he breaks the restraining order. Matt Webb, my dad just beat lung cancer. Hell yeah, go Pops! That shit is dope, homie. Big love and respect. Give Pops a big old hoo-ah for us. ALI's load. Allie's load. I think. Allie's load. Hey man, I'm definitely a lurker on the channel. Welcome. Love to have you here, family. I'm a night shift electrician in the plants. After work is done, I usually have a bit and I watch your content. Just wanted to tell you I'm here. Welcome to the family, big dog. Here's a big ass hug for you, man. Love having you here. Really appreciate you. Where are we at? Let's see. Have a shave, punk. Have a hide user from channel, you twat little bitch. Don't ever talk about my fucking beard, bro.
I love your beard.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, bro. Sorry that girls dry up from a mile away when you walk in the room, but eat a dick up and hiccup, punk. Roman Wolf Gaming, what jobs are available as an inmate? Ever been fired? So look, It just depends on what place you're at. Like at Snake River, they have an AT&T call center. That's the best job that you're going to be able to get out there. You actually make halfway decent money, bro. They charge AT&T like a full, rate for each inmate for each day in the call center. But the inmate actually can make up to $3 a day, which is good money if you're an inmate. Out at OSP, they have a furniture shop where you work and you can make about the same. About, I think, at least back in 2010 when I was there, you were making like $3 a day out there at the furniture shop. Not that I ever got out there because you had to have 18 months clear conduct and I wasn't good at not getting in trouble. But a lot of the jobs are like kitchen jobs. I refuse to work those types of jobs. If you get out to a minimum, then you can get outside work crew jobs. So like you can work for the Department of Forestry. You can work for, and that's cool as shit, bro. Because they literally, I went from being at OSP where like you had tiny, small little shanks, blades like this big, and you had to hide them and shit like that. And then they sent me to minimum, and like my third day at minimum, they took me out in the middle of the woods and handed me a fucking chainsaw. And they were like, go over there and cut some shit up and whatever. And I'm just like, bet. Vroom, vroom, vroom. I was so stoked, bro. And they out there smoking, you know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes were really into, we had a porta potty that would be on the truck with us. And dudes would get magazines, like their people would drop them off, nudie magazines, and they'd be in there just hitting a lick. And I'm like, bro, it smells like straight Badoosie in there, bro. Smells like straight up Badoosie, bro. Dick, butt, and pussy in that bitch. How are you in there getting one off? You know what I'm saying? How are you gooning in that thing? But, dudes would do it, man. It was just a wild contrast. You could get one for the Department of Transportation. That basically just means that you're going to be out on the side of the freeway picking up trash. I worked that job for 2 days. I did get fired from that job because I told them to take the job and stuff it up their asshole. And then I got a job at the Oregon State Hospital, which is like a mental asylum that we had here. I don't know if it's still open or not. But that was crazy. I worked in the kitchen there. And it was nuts because dudes were literally having girls come and meet them in the bushes right outside, and they were doing bush visits. A bush visit is where you meet somebody in the bushes and pound their guts, or get your guts pounded. We don't discriminate around here. It's all good. But those were some of the jobs. Shannon said, hope do a short on Jimmy Seville. He was a UK TV presenter who was a pedo, and the BBC covered it up for him. Victims in the hundreds. I have researched Jimmy Seville a little bit, and I keep meaning to do that video. Thank you for reminding me, sis. Baby Low Spaz. Hey, JD, I commented on your live a couple of months ago before I turned myself in, and you responded. I just got out, and I am 18. How was your Christmas? Yo, congratulations. Welcome home. Hell yeah, I remember that. Welcome home. My Christmas was beautiful. It was peaceful. New Year's was peaceful. I got all the partying and the craziness out of my way when I was a young buck. Now I'm old and dusty, and I just like to hang out with my wife and my dogs and my family, and that's what I got to do. I am so glad that you are back. Did you get to spend the holidays out here, or were you in there for the holidays? I hope it was out here. Vortex the Shark. Got a promotion at work, and my brother graduated his military program and wants to join the Air Force. God is good to us this year. Hope he is for you too. Yo, congratulations. We are so proud of both of you. Huge love and respect. Please thank your brother for his service. And I am so proud of you for getting that promotion. That is dope. Justin NFG. Hey JD, so my surgery finally got approved by insurance. How long has it been that you've been waiting on that fucking approval, man? I'm so sorry. Still waiting for doctor to find OR time to repair my ACI and PCL. Been waiting 3 months now. Yep, it's been a while, man. And yes, I was with United Healthcare. Yeah, facts, bro, facts. Yeah, that shit sucks, bro. United Healthcare is a whole ass fucking piece of shit, dog. United Healthcare is a whole ass piece of shit. I have personal reasons for hating United Healthcare. I know that a lot of people give me shit when I say I don't fault this dude at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling people to go out and commit heinous acts of violence or anything. I'm just saying, bitch, I understand. I have family members that are as close to me as anyone else on the face of the planet. My own wife, who has permanent damage because United Healthcare would not grant her simple, necessary clearances to get simple shit. Simple shit that was absolutely necessary. And now for the rest of her life, she's going to deal with medical complications because they didn't want to pay for simple shit. And it's fucked, bro. Pleasant Hill Woodworks. What do you use for your beard? Asking for a friend. So, like, if you're Pleasant Hill in Oregon, man, you can come into Eugene, bro. And here in Eugene, there's a place called American Traditional Barber Shop. My dude Brooklyn J lines me up with all of my beard products, and he's dope as fuck. He makes them at home. Upthra, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that was another one from you. I'm so sorry, homie. My bad. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. It hasn't been very long. Okay, I didn't miss it too hard. Love you, dog. Appreciate you. JD, all of my people that I've mentioned you have backed you up for a while, and we got more wood chipper tattoos in the works. I got mine on my thigh to kick them into the wood chipper. Hell yeah, family. That's what's up. I'm so stoked and honored to be rocking tattoos with you. Big love to you, fam. Hells yes. That's dope. And the thigh's a great place. I wish I had more available space on my body to get tattoos, especially them ribs hurt, bro. Them ribs were a whole bitch. Freelancer, what is up, fam? It's good to see you. Went to the Calgary Zoo. Turns out it shares similarities with the main highway through Calgary, AB. Yo, I haven't been to a zoo in forever, man. But here's the thing. My next tattoo I was thinking about getting... Hold on, let me show you guys the next tattoo that I was thinking about getting. This isn't exactly it, but I think, somebody in the chat is probably going to think this is lit, because I think it's lit. So I really want to get Harambe in a bulletproof vest holding a machine gun. And those sunglasses are cool, but I want him to have some lit up colored sunglasses with a machine gun and a bulletproof vest, because Harambe is my boy. And as always, dicks out for Harambe. Dicks out, dicks out, dicks out, dicks out. Sorry, Jax. Micaiah, I appreciate your content. Have a good new year. Yo, love you, Micaiah. I appreciate you being here, and thank you very much, family. That bearded tattooed guy. This ain't much, but here's a few for the Alaskan Avenger to help him. Big love and respect to you, homie. I appreciate you so much. Everybody, the Alaskan Avenger is out. And he is over on his channel, The Alaskan Avenger, here on YouTube. So anybody who isn't subscribed to him, please go give him a sub. He's a good dude, and he's pretty dope. So I see that Pleasant Hill, you're actually in Mississippi. I didn't know, because there's a Pleasant Hill like right over yonder way. But yeah, it's called what is this shit called? Is it called Gorilla Beard? I think he calls it Gorilla Beard. Brooklyn J is one of my oldest friends. His beard is down to here. I just left his shop. He's the one who does all of my haircuts and my beard trims. And he's a beast, man. He's a beast. He has this fucking epic fucking mullet. It's so dope, and the huge beard. And he's been a friend of mine for a long time. Before he cut my hair and trimmed my beard, he was my bartender back in the day. And we got rowdy. Like, legitimately rowdy. I remember one time, he would always just give me my drinks for free. So I go in and I'm like, give me a fucking JMO's. And he hands me a Jameson's, like a pint glass that's full to the top. And I'm like, is this a fucking beer? Because I didn't even think he would do that. Like, it was crazy. It was a full pint of JMO's. And I just, oh shit, okay. I smashed the whole pint, put it down, went like this, because I was already drunk, and then threw up into it and went like this, and he took it and poured me another one. We were just talking about that today. He's like, you were a wild motherfucker. I love that dude. Freelancer said, my niece says she hates traffic. Well, in her way to follow her uncle's boot steps and becoming a trucker. All truckers hate traffic. Big facts on that, bro. Traffic sucks. I think everybody hates traffic. Proud of her though, dog. That's cool. Rowan J. Sober from opioids for the first time in a decade, and now I'm using green therapy for pain. I don't have much family left, but your videos helped. Dude, yo. I'm so proud of you. That's so amazing. And I think that using green therapy, if for those that it works for, it's an incredible, useful thing. And I back everybody's recovery. If you're doing better today than you were yesterday, I'm going to sit here and fucking cheer for you, homie. Every step of the way, I love that. That shit is dope. Lawrence Leps, you should check out Heavy Metal Cruise. I'll be going at the end of this month, called 70,000 Tons of Metal. I think you'll like it. I will check that out, but I'm still going to be just barely off of probation then. And when I get off of probation, I have to go turn myself into jail. And I'm not sure exactly what the outcome of that is going to be. But I have old stuff from 2014. And I have to go and I might have to sit down for a while. I don't know. I don't know what the judge is going to do with it, man. I don't know what the judge is going to do with it, but I owe one last legal thing. There's one last thing in the world that's looming that I need to go pay my debt for. I did the crime and I need to go do the time. So as soon as I get off probation later this month, I need to go turn myself in and face the music, whatever the music may be, bro. Whatever it is, I'm going to walk in there on all 10 toes and I'm going to take accountability for it because that's what we do these days. Eclipse Midnight. Please keep up the amazing and inspiring work you do. You give me the strength to keep going. Thank you, JD. Can you please pray for my special needs son who is recovering from a brain aneurysm? We got home. Yo, I will absolutely, Jackson and I will keep your son in our prayers. I love you and I appreciate you so much. Aneurysms are so terrifying, and I am so glad that he's okay and that you were able to get him home. He will be in our prayers, 1,000%. Huge love to you. Yo, Riley, thank you so much. God bless, family. Appreciate you. Catherine Moss, hey, JD. I'm sicker than a dog and tired. Much love. I'm so sorry, sweetie. Get well soon. You will be in our prayers, too. Big love to you. Cody Fitzgerald. Beautiful name. Is that Scottish? That sounds kind of Scottish. Yo, JD, big hugs and much love from St. Augustine. Hoorah! Bro, you in St. Augie? I fuck with St. Augie heavily, bro. I've been out there for a bunch of concerts. In fact, I went with my dad, who's a Marine vet, when he came to Florida to visit me. I asked him, what do you want to do? What do you want to see while you're out here? He's like, I want to go see the fucking architecture in St. Augustine. Because my dad is like a huge construction dude. You know what I'm saying? And he loves old architecture. So we went and just walked around and just hung out and checked it out, man. St. Augustine is gorgeous, man. That bearded and tattooed guy, what is up? This is for you for stepping up at the end of your parole, brother. Bunch of respect and love, brother. Hey, man, look. I really appreciate that, but I'm about paying my debts these days. I'm about accountability, and I'm about doing the right thing even when it hurts. So for me to go and turn myself in at the end of the month, it's just what needs to happen. It's what I need to do. It's honestly, I fucked up. And when somebody fucks up, they have to face the consequences. I have a debt to our community for what I did. And, it was a DUI for marijuana back in 2014. But I ended up moving to Florida and avoiding them for, over 10 years. So the judge could be mad about that. And he could be like, you little shit. And he could decide to throw me in jail for, I think that maximum sentence would be a year in county jail. I don't really see that as what he would do. I would hope, I would think. I can't imagine that he would want to give me a max sentence, but you just never know. It's really up to the judge at that point. So hopefully not, but whatever he gives me, I have to respect it because I did the crime. And I'm very big on if you do the crime, just go and do the fucking time, man.
Okay, and I respect that, but if you get a year, I will knock all this shit over.
All this shit over! If I get a year, you have to come on and do my lives while I'm gone. How's that? Committal? committal, 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 committal,
Okay,
committal.
okay, you can stop. Yes.
Jax will do my lives if I'm gone for a year.
Yes, but you cannot be gone for a year.
Facts, fair. Joanne, I will be planting flowers for your son's memory in my garden. What was your son's favorite colors?
Oh.
Thank you so much. That means so much to me. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. His favorite color was pink.
Yep.
He also liked the baby blue, but pink and baby blue were his favorite colors. Me and him would go out shopping and we'd be like, oh shit, that's sick. And we liked the same stuff. He would have loved these. I just designed these recently on the Nike website. They say JD Delay and the other one says 5150 on it. These are some customs I just made. He loved pink. I love pink. I think pink's a very masculine color. I think anybody who thinks that pink is a feminine color is out of their goddamn mind, because you know what's pink? Jax. Jax is pink.
Woo!
All I'm going to say about that. Thank you so much, sis. I love you and I appreciate you. Freelancer should send some chomos to kickstart mines in Ukraine. Big facts, homie. Anything to get them up out of here, bro. Backwoods Templar. What did I walk into? A lot. There's a lot happening. Love you, family. Is Ice Spice a actual talent? I don't know who Ice Spice is. Is that one of the Spice Girls?
No.
Who's Ice Spice, babe? Educate me.
She's a little poppy girl. I think she did a Barbie movie song or something.
I don't know.
Our daughter likes her.
Oh, okay.
And the boys do not like the music.
Heather Vieira says she's terrible. Oh, and she twerks? Yeah, I'm not into anyone that twerks. Just personally.
Graves is not a fan.
Personally, I'm just not into anyone that twerks.
But I think she's friends with Taylor Swift. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Does that make a difference, sweetie?
Well, it does to our daughter. Yeah.
Ice Spice has a poop fetish? Oh, fuck. Never mind. She's lit. That's great. That's fucking great. That's all I needed to hear.
I don't listen to stuff like that, so I don't have a real opinion. I don't know.
Travis Bennell Jr. said, how much was your chain? $80 on Amazon, homie. It's fake as fuck. I don't flex like that. I like this because it's big and chunky. It is 100% fake. I would not spend thousands of dollars on jewelry to put on myself. I don't care about shit like that. If I had thousands of dollars, I would put it towards something that helped other people. So yeah, this is 100%. I mean, it looks cool. It's chunky and everything, but it is 100% fake. I definitely would not. I don't buy expensive fancy watches. I mean, this watch was a few $100 because it's an Apple Watch. You know what I'm saying? But like, if I buy something that's expensive, it has to serve a purpose. This is just, it's costume, bro. I mean, it's thick and it's you know what I'm saying? It's heavy, but it's not real gold. Let's see.
I have a rule about not wearing real jewelry.
Looking lean. Thank you so much, homie. Yeah, I've actually lost 60 pounds. Nothing wrong with fake. If you don't try to flex, it's real. And C-Mac, that's exactly how I feel about it. I'm not out here trying to lie to anybody about who I am or what I do. I just like the way this bitch looks. It's fake as fuck. It cost me $80. They're still on Amazon. You know what I'm saying? I don't buy expensive things for myself unless they serve a purpose. Now, I did just spend a little bit of money on drum equipment because we needed a new drum rack. I needed a new double bass pedal. I've always wanted this Iron Cobra, like the specific Iron Cobra Tama double bass pedal. Finally ordered myself that. And we got a nice drum throne that actually matches the color of the drum set. So I'm going to be doing some drumming videos here at some point just to show you guys that I'm not lying and I actually play drums and I really am about that shit. Play some metal drums and shit like that. And I'm really stoked. I'm really stoked about that. But it has to serve a purpose. It has to be functional. Medic Veteran 70. Is there any country in the world you'd be terrified to be put in prison in? Man, like a lot, to be honest with you, a lot. You know, I think that in America we have some fairly decent humane treatment in prisons. There's a lot of Southern American countries that, down in the South America that have really bad treatment. Russia, I don't want to spend another day in custody ever, dog. I do not want to do it. I'm not scared to do it. I'll do it if I have to protect myself or the people that I love. But like, I never want to spend another day incarcerated. I value my freedom so fucking much now, dog. Like, you're a veteran. You understand how important freedom is. I have undervalued my freedom and given it away for absolutely fucking nothing. And I'll never do that again. I'll never do that again. But, as far as being scared, I think I can handle myself in prisons. I just don't want to do it, bro. I don't want to sleep on fucking cement. I don't want to eat nasty shit. I don't want to smell other dudes' fucking bowel movements. I don't want to shower with other dudes. All that shit's whack. I don't want to have to hurt anybody. Like, I don't want to get hurt, first off, and I don't want to have to hurt anybody else. I don't like violence anymore. I used to be a violent motherfucker. But I don't like that shit anymore. Like, something in my heart shifted at a certain point. I think that, like, God did something in me where he gave me my empathy back and he gave me my conscience back. I seared my conscience by doing things I knew were wrong for so long. And, like, God restored some shit in me, and I don't want to hurt people. I just don't. I don't get off on it. I don't think it's fucking cool. I don't even want to hurt chomos. I don't want there to be any chomos. If it has to happen, I will pull that motherfucking lever on that wood chipper, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would do it, but I don't want to hurt people. I'll do it if I have to make sure that others are safe. And that's all that I got left anymore, bro. Skylar, yo, thank you so much. Love you, homie. Skylar said, keep doing you, bro. Huge love and respect to you. Here's a big internet hug. You don't even have to get sweaty this way. Look, bro. Look, you see my pits? I'm sweating in here. I'm sweating in here. It's even coming down here. Down my man tip. Don't you make that face at me. I'll rub it on you. You're in arm's reach. Love you, Skylar. Thank you so much. Black guy, I'm bricked. What's up, man? How you doing, brother? What does bricked mean? Is that like gooning? Ace Spades, I live in the same county as Danny Masterson is locked up in. What's the likelihood they would let me visit and interview with him? I don't know, because he's on some whole different shit. Danny Masterson gets some whole different shit. First off, he would have to clear you to be on his visiting list, and he would have to want to do an interview with you. I'm sure that he probably has the right to be able to give interviews, but he'd have to be willing to. If you want to pursue that, maybe write him a letter. Look up his inmate number, write him a letter, be like, hey, I'd like to interview you. This is why. This is who I am. And, who knows? Maybe he'd be like, damn, I just really want to talk to somebody that's not trying to put a knife or a dick in me. He might be totally into it. You never know. Stephen M., just wondering, do you think you could take Wes Watson in a fight? I don't know. Like, bro, I don't. Look, here's the thing is I'm not a dude who's about bragging and fighting and all of that shit. Like I just said, I don't like violence or whatever. But I'm not afraid to fight anybody. If I need to stand up, I'll stand up, and we'll see. I've underestimated people, bro. I've underestimated dudes that are smaller than me, and I've beaten the ever-living dog shit out of dudes that were way bigger than me. You just never know until you get with somebody. From what I saw of the way that he was beating that disabled guy, I don't think he knows how to really even throw a fucking punch. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. As somebody who has a background in boxing, he's throwing big, wild fucking haymakers. I just think that dude's a bully, and I think he's loud to try to make people think that he's tougher than he is, because I think he's insecure. And I don't think that dude, from watching that video, I don't see that dude as somebody who even knows how to fight, bro. Like, he was fighting a disabled dude, and he couldn't even... Come on, man. Go watch the video for yourself. You'll see what I'm talking about. That bearded and tattooed guy, I just want to see you keep doing good, brother. Thank you so much, man. There's no other option but to keep doing good, man. There are too many people that I'm connected with here and throughout the world in different ways. I can't let nobody down, bro. I got to stay the course. And honestly, I went through decades of darkness and decades of bad shit, and now God has a purpose for my life. And I feel like I have a purpose and there's a meaning, and it makes everything that I've ever been through actually count for something. I'm going to stay on that path 100%. All right, you guys, I've been on here over an hour because you guys are just fucking dope. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. We will be back Sunday. I might come back tomorrow to talk a little bit about that whole that they discussed on that Sean Ryan episode, but I'm not sure if we're going to do that or not. Until then, one love, y'all. Oh, Backwoods Templar. Every man needs to have a beast in him and needs to know how to control it and when to release it and handle those who would hurt those you care about. I 1000% agree. I don't look for trouble, but I'll stand up, win, lose, or draw. I've had my ass kicked, bro. I assume if you're a dude and you haven't you haven't lost a fight, that you fight women and little kids, bro. I've had my ass kicked, and it wasn't the end of the fucking world. Still got all my teeth, and I'm still doing just fine. So I'm not afraid to fight nobody. It doesn't get me off, bro. I don't get excited about it anymore. But I love you guys. I'm out. Y'all have a beautiful weekend. I'll see you soon.